The number one thing at the end of the day is nobody gets hurt because we're all relying on each other.
Cotton harvest is a very busy time of the year, and it's important that you always remain aware of the location of power lines on your property. G'day, David Harris here from Essential Energy. While it's easy to take electricity for granted, electricity safety is something we all need to be aware of. During harvest season, be sure to assess your worksite for electrical hazards and potential risks every step of the way. It's in everybody's interest to avoid power lines at your workplace. Through Essential Energy's website, you can request power line overlays for Google Maps. As part of your toolbox meetings, identify the location of power lines and mark them at ground level. Did you know that you don't have to contact power lines to be injured? Electricity can jump across open spaces. Clearance distances vary depending on the voltage of the power lines. If more than one line crosses the property, don't assume that they're the same voltage. Be aware of the full extended height of your machinery. Power lines can be as low as 5.5 metres. The round bale pickers, when picking, are over 5.3 metres and over 7.1 metres when tipping. If you're concerned with the height of power lines on your property and you're using a picker of any type, contact Essential Energy for advice.
Yeah, basically if you don't see the line passing past you, I'll usually just jump out and have a bit of a quick look, because you can't. You lose your orientation in the paddock basically at night. You don't know how far you are from the ends and where the power line is most of the time.
In conditions of reduced visibility, especially at night, it's a good work practice to stop, get out of the machine and walk around and look for power lines before tipping. When you're transporting machinery on a public road, a high load permit is required if the height of your load exceeds 4.6 metres. Essential Energy's website has information relating to high load permits. When setting up module makers, make sure they're well away from power lines. Before moving module makers, ensure that your rams are in the fully lowered position. If necessary, block off hazardous paths and ensure your workers are aware of the safe path. If you do happen to bring power lines down, the safest place to stay is on the machine, and contact Essential Energy immediately. Remember, if there are power lines down or across the machine, anybody not in the machine must stay at least 8 metres away from them. If you must exit because of fire, jump completely clear of the vehicle and land with your feet together. Shuffle away for at least 8 metres to avoid electric shock from step potential. For more information, visit essentialenergy.com.au/safety. Remember that contact with power lines could mean damaged equipment, fire, serious injury or worse.